In this video, we're going to look at controlling the internal audio engine of the Deluge with external gear. If you're considering getting a Deluge, also consider keeping some of your older gear, especially if it can send MIDI notes and MIDI CC. We're going to be using the Novation circuit as an example. There's no audio going through, so this is just to show how to control the Deluge with external MIDI gear. So we simply have the MIDI out of the circuit going into the MIDI in of the Deluge. So I'm just going to go over the circuit real quick. We're not going to be considering the drum tracks because that only sends 4 MIDI notes through channel 10. So I'm just not going to use it. So synth 1 is sending MIDI notes on channel 1 and CC on channel 1. Synth 2 does the same thing except on channel 2. I don't know what any of these CCs are, and you can't change them. But thankfully, Deluge has auto learn, so it's really simple how to do this. So we're going to extend our circuit by pressing Shift and Note. Now what that's going to do is show the whole screen full of notes. I can also octave up and down and assign anything from this. So this is going to be sending note velocity as well, which is nice. Now I can assign any of these to any kit or synth. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a new synth track. We're in Song View. We're going to open up a new track, hold down Shift, press Synth, and now we can hear what it sounds like. And what we want to do now is learn it. So the way to learn things. So first off, we have to learn MIDI channel 1 into controlling this. You just hold learn down, hold an audition key, any of these. It'll be blinking. So all you do is just press any note, and now it blinks white and it's assigned. Let's say we did the wrong thing, you just press it again and it disappears, so it unlearns it. We're going to learn it, and now if I press it, okay, so let's say we want to assign a parameter from one of these knobs. So all you have to do, hold down Shift. We're going to go right here, that's frequency. It's right in the middle here on the top. You'll see it blink, and all you have to do is hold learn and turn the knob. Now it says learn, and now let's try it. And that's it, that's all you have to do. Now what we're going to do is change the resonance. Shift resonance, hold down learn, turn that knob, and let's play. Now some parameters don't learn. So for example, if we go Shift saturation, hold down learn, it'll say can't. So we can't assign that to anything. So we're going to go to the next one down here, which is bit crush. Learn, and we'll turn. And now when we play, let's actually go down to the next one, learn that to that knob. This one is decimation, so it's going to add a whole nother level to that sound. Okay, so that's fun, but let's actually record something in here so we can change it and so we can see what happens. So it's recording all that while we're turning these knobs. Say we don't like it, just press back and it's gone. Now we're going to show you how to do a kit. So Shift, Kit. We're going to create a new kit. Now this is defaulted to a resampled sound that I wanted to use. But what I wanted to do is slice this into 4 slices just so I can show you a little bit of how this works. So I'm going to hold Shift and then press the knob. It says slice, we're going to just do 4 slices just to keep things really simple. Now we hear all of them overlap each other. We don't want to do that. So I'm going to hold down Shift, press mode, okay? It says once. So what I want to do is change that to cut, which means when I let go, it'll just cut off that trigger. So I'm going to hold down effect entire. That's going to change all of these. And then we're going to change that to cut. And then let go, back. And now it's cutting off. Just because these samples are longer, I'm just going to go into here. We're going to turn up the release on all of them just a little bit, just so it has a nice end tail. Okay, what we're going to do actually, I'm going to show you, I'm going to assign this, so learn, We're going to hold that down. You'll see it blinking. Now we're going to assign this to synth 1 still, which is channel 1, which is going through the synth. So if I press it, that's going to trigger it on that key. It's also set up to trigger on this other synth. So check this out. So you can do that. You can set up multiple mappings here. But we want to unlearn that. So I'm going to hold down learn. You see the blinking white, and then it'll turn off. So now we want to, let's say, assign each one of these to each note here. So learn, hold that down, hold that down. You just assign that sample to that, and so on. So we're just going to press, hold it down, press the next note. Okay, so now if we press it, okay, so now we have control over that. Now, I want to explain here is how learn works from here. So if we learn something, let's say we want to adjust the frequency of cutoff on this. Hold down shift, frequency, right? So learn, and then we turn that. Well, let's make that to be the frequency. Okay, so that works. But if we press another one and turn it, it's not going to affect it. So what we want to do is affect all of them. So we're going to go to the next one, shift frequency, learn, turn it, and so on. Learn, turn it. Next sample, frequency, learn, and turn it. Now here's the thing. So yeah, it might be a little cumbersome to set this up, but it's also cool because let's say instead on this sample, when that triggers, let's say we want that to learn something else. So we're going to go in here, we're going to unlearn that. Okay, so shift learn, unlearn it. And then we're going to make that effect say bit crush. Okay, so learn, hold that down, turn it. We're going to play all of these samples in. So I'm going to press record. Okay, now we're going to turn this knob. So whenever it hits this sample, it changes the bit crush. It might take a while to set this up, but it might be worth it. Like you can set up your own kits and then later on make variations, re-save that as a new preset, and then you'll have all of these controls already set up. Every time you switch this thing on, you can get right in and you're ready to go. So in other words, set it and forget it. Like once you set it up, save that as a preset and you're good to go.
you.